Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Mike, today. Let's go!
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I got one. One twist. Shit. He's coming. We got double up. Check. Alert flare.
Now it's Rosen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the shift. Echo. 52's the mic. You remember me? Let's go, man. That's right. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
From the gun, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The first carry now. This is Hill. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jackson. supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do it real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Come on, set. Right there in the middle. 55. You ain't got nothing. Switch it.
On second down, Hill. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On second down, it's Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it third down.
Third down and 3.
Let's go now. 70 ending. Here we go. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey.
Jackson now. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
They'll run it with Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And now it's Rosen looking. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a Dolphin first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake.
Switch.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
54 Blue down.
Second and 5 now. Rosen. Well, this is caught. It's Parker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
21 yards. First down, Dolphins.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Now Drake. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Keep on going, baby.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 6 guys. 6 guys.
To throw is Rosen. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Come on, come on. Hey, switch here.
They run on first down with Jackson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check, boys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. Check. Wide. Get wide. Hey, watch it.
Rosen will throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Here we go. Check. Fresno. Check 37. Check
3rd and long here for Rosen. It's complete to Drake. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Jackson from the shotgun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out here in the eye. Now Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start here with Jackson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him with no gain.
Come get some.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. James has got it, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Richie James, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is up to 8. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
They can't hang with that. Hatchet, slip.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Mike 52.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson, option. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Miami.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense then? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try to increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
6-man. Check curl.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep over the... And got his man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
All day, every day, any day. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Kill.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The dump off good for 8 there on first down.
Down at the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Not today.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 40. Go. Here we go. 49.
Now it's Jackson. They complete it to Hill. They will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start out past the 30 on first down. They'll run with Drake. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. 50, plant. Here we go. Showing it. Bang, 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 bang.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Give him 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Watch the slant. Check three. You got tape. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the race.
Running, it's Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2nd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They come up in an offset eye. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Eason. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's no good. My goodness, his 3rd miss of the game here on a PAT. And wouldn't you know it, that's the difference in this game right now. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they're doing.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Richie James, 76 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jackson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
Now, this one complete downfield on the left side, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 39 that time. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's a run with the loss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Go.
2nd and 4. Well, he's got it.
Watch the safety creep.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe some.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Ready to break.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This one fielded at the 5.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. He's got it in, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Jackson now. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes this a 9-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
3 butt. Check.
2nd and 5. Finds an opening past the 40. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
A gain of 15. First down, Dolphins.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field.
Looking to throw. Eason. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw it down, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The 40, 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Watch the shift, watch the shift. Switch. Whip.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Eason. Oh, no, lost the football.
Paying attention during the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
6 guys.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
The Jaguars take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, this is picked up by the Dolphins. Well, they will take over possession of the football at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
First down, Dolphins.
Got it.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, Drake. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. 44. No, your job. Jump.
Back to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
34 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
On the ready.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. You don't see me in your nightmare, son. Let's go.
They run it with Balazs. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Set 70, Indy. 54. Let's go one more. No. Tighten up. Can't hit it.
On 3rd down, Drake. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They come up in an offset eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Check three. Spine. No. Kill. Hard. Check 9. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Get it.
They'll stay on the ground. Balazs again. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
We can't be totally sure that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Set, ready? 18 Gators. 44. You're not ready. Be driven.
Now Balazs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance that was just not meant to be.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.